It is time to continue Journey's End. Oh, also, hello everyone. I'm just too excited to continue, but I'm also scared. The three of us stop in our tracks, and I turn toward Rafayel. Oh, I love this outfit. Huh? When did you write a bucket list? Bewildered, Raphael slowly faces Aiden in the same way I turn towards him. About that wish?
When did I write a bucket list?
I was just curious.
He pulls his hand out of his pocket and begins counting on his fingers.
My grandfather wrote a bucket list. The sculptor and Aunt Coralia also had things they wanted to do before they passed away.
He raises his hand and shows 3 fingers to Raphael. That better
I was
not
wondering
mean.
if you might have similar thoughts. But I don't think the sea god can really die.
Hope not! Listening to these far-fetched speculations, Raphael's confusion gradually disappears. Y'all, I'm getting scared! He crouches down to Aiden's eye level and raises the boy's 4th finger. So you have 4?
If I had a bucket list, it'd be to bring the Lemurians back to Whalefall City.
That doesn't count because it's the sea god's wish. And it's boring.
It's a good
I want
wish!
to know your wish.
To forever be with Miss Bodyguard. We know. Raphael softly chuckles as he stands. His hand gently touches Aiden's head. But I mean, even if it is Sea
If
God's
the old
wish...
butler finds out I've told you inappropriate things again, will you accept being scolded in my place?
I've grown up. I can hear things children aren't supposed to know.
Really? You're only a little taller than my waist.
It still counts.
Aiden stands on his tiptoes and pushes Raphael's hand up. He's trying to make himself appear taller. What a cutie! Raphael pushes him back down, but I catch a glimpse of something hidden behind his smile. The wish he doesn't want to say. Is it revenge?
You be the judge. Have I grown up or not?
I snap back to reality, then I walk over and pat Aiden's head. Yes, you've grown taller. Mm-hmm. You're definitely taller, but if Raphael keeps pressing down on your head like that, you might stop growing. He's not gonna cry, is he?
Ah, no, I still need to get taller.
That's so cute! Aiden runs away with his hands over his head. He's afraid of taking another decisive strike from these mean adults. At the bottom of the slope lies the sparkling sea. Raphael and I stand together and watch Aiden's shadow as he moves. A kid who's quick on his feet can escape heavy topics, but adults can no longer do such a thing.
Thanks for the save. It was pretty effective.
Well, hopefully he runs home and not gets kidnapped. Raphael stretches his stiff body and lets out a languid yawn. You've hidden things from him twice today. A child's unsatisfied curiosity can be difficult to deal with. When Aiden grows up, you'll have to answer all his questions, and you can't forget the accumulated interest.
Excuse me? That's a thing?
Yeah, accumulated interest. It's compensation for giving him childhood trauma.
You know, I feel like you're the one who did that. Just saying.
Should we also accumulate some interest with Raphael? Stay forever, for example. I hold my hand out to him. I only did it to bail you out. You also owe me. And we'll add interest to that. Raphael dutifully takes my hand and presses his palm against mine. Oh, he's so
Here you go.
beautiful!
I'm at your service.
When is that part of the sea gonna be reopened?
Frustrated,
I
sir.
already waxed my surfboard 3 times. I might as well put it in storage at this point.
All those tourists who wanted surfing lessons canceled their appointments. I need to cut back on expenses this month.
Still grumbling, the surfers walk away. Raphael pauses and watches their retreating figures. Ever is already affecting the lives of ordinary people on Wave Chaser Island.
They don't care about Lemurians, let alone ordinary people. This works out for me, though. It saves me the trouble of hunting them down one by one.
I gaze at his profile in the sunlight. His expression is anything but bright. Never
Why
be
are
on
you
his
looking
bad
at
side.
me like that? You already figured out my plans.
Well, we know. Aside from finding a way to enter Whalefall City, you're planning to do something about those Gaia biotech people, right? For sure! We know Raphael by now. Whenever you have that look, I know you're going to give me a heart attack.
Do I always scare you? I see I've been ungentlemanly. I'll definitely take the time to reflect. Whalefall City's emergence has caused quite a stir within Ever. It's gonna attract a lot of people who want a piece of it. Those who entered Whalefall Acropolis back then made enormous profits and got a taste of the rewards. They definitely won't miss this opportunity. I'm just acting as a
stop them.
catalyst and helping this predictable cycle of cause and effect reach its conclusion faster.
Revenge is a goal Raphael has never wavered from. It's seemingly the backbone of his very existence. And we know why. It's definitely justified, but revenge must eventually end. I've never really thought about this question. Once everything is over, what will Raphael do? If his revenge ends with this, then that's good. Yet, ending this conflict and recovering Whalefall City seems like the perfect opportunity to lead the Lemurians back to their royal capital. He's so determined. Will Raphael and the other Lemurians leave? That is what I'm afraid of. That Raphael will leave with them. He has a very strong bond with his heritage. Understandably so. My tangled thoughts are a jumbled mess, and my pace unconsciously slows. I start to fall behind Raphael.
Why the long face?
I don't know when he turned around, but now he's looking into my eyes. Oh, I wanna pick both! The second one seems funny. But I wanna be a little bit straightforward as well. Will you return to the sea? I'm wondering if you and the Lemurians I know will return to the ocean's depths. And will you come back? All of you swim incredibly fast, so coming ashore for visits shouldn't be too difficult. But it still feels a little...
What if I can never return to the surface again?
That is the issue I have! Countless words spin on the tip of my tongue, and they compete to represent my feelings. However, none of them are adequate enough. I open my mouth, but no sound comes out. Only a single, simple thought echoes through my mind. I can't bear to lose you. Oh!
You're thinking further ahead than me, cutie. Some of my people that ever took are still missing. How can I leave?
But after that, I look up to see his gentle smile that's like the sun. I sense an urgent need for a more definitive answer. Then, I can work as your bodyguard until the end of the world? Forever?
Who knows how long Earth will last? Let's extend it a bit more. Like, until the universe dies.
Deal. Pinky promise. No one knows when the universe began or when it will end. Since our lives will never be as long as the universe's, that's basically forever.
Until this endless journey reaches a conclusion, I won't leave this place.
From where he stands, the wind carries a refreshing scent toward me. The sea breeze is gentle. Surprisingly, it can carry away my worries. As our conversation between adults ends, Aiden happens to run up the slope. His footsteps are unusually frantic. The Gaia biotech people?
There are people at the port!
He retreats behind us, his shoulders trembling violently. I crouch down and pat his back. Take your time. Who are the people that just arrived?
They're wearing the same clothes as the Gaia biotech researchers who sealed off the...
Oh, it's on now! Raphael's phone rings. After he answers the call, I can faintly hear the old butler's voice.
Ever has sent a new team of support personnel. They're already in Verona.
Understood.
Raphael lowers his phone, and the smile on his face vanishes. He knows what we gotta do.
This deadly temptation really is irresistible. Someone couldn't wait any longer.
Oh my gosh, I'm worried! I'm so worried, you guys. Wave letter echo. Oh my gosh, nothing better happened to Raphael. A large research vessel is near the port. Due to the insufficient water depth at the harbor, the ship cannot dock at the shore. The Gaia biotech personnel are methodically coming ashore via assault boats. They arrive on land one after another. Even the sky is grey, everything looks grey. I sit with Raphael at an open-air cafe by the coast. We quietly monitor the movements of the new team.
They're moving.
Okay. I follow Raphael out of the cafe, and we quickly tail the group. Do you know where they're headed?
Central Square.
Central Square, okay. The Gaia biotech team, as if following a voice navigation system, turns the street corner and takes the road leading to Central Square. Can you do fortune telling too? Your accuracy is impressive. He's always 10 steps
in their
ahead.
shoes, it's easy to guess where they're going. Criminals like to repeatedly visit the crime scenes, and people who have succeeded once want to replicate their success. Central Square was modeled after the plaza in Whalefall Acropolis. They'll definitely reminisce about their glory days.
I believe you're right. Raphael's predictions came true. The Gaia biotech team doesn't take any detours and heads to Central Square. Performers specializing in folk music play an unfamiliar song. The Gaia biotech researchers stop in front of the band and join the other spectators in watching the show.
Fish infected by parasites usually don't look any different from the rest of the school. But when predators appear, parasitized fish are oblivious to the danger and will take risks. Meanwhile, the uninfected fish flee.
That's a nice analogy.
In that moment, they believe they can defeat their predators. Let's see who's lucky enough to have the privilege of entering Whalefall City.
We're going. As the melodious music reaches its finale, Raphael signals for me to stay put. Then he quickly moves behind a statue across the square and partially reveals himself. One of the band members makes eye contact with Raphael. With a crowd separating them, Raphael nods, and the musician frowns before leaving. The next song begins. The audience pays little to no attention to the unremarkable band member, who left midway through the performance. Except for the three Gaia biotech researchers. Directly behind them, I can see the three silently exchanging signals with their eyes. Then they break away and head toward Raphael's position. The fish is fishing. Interesting. Up ahead, Raphael and the band members flicker in and out of view. They're about to disappear outside the square. When the three researchers quicken their pace, I silently speed up to follow them. At the base of a courtyard wall, adorned with seashells, the three Gaia biotech researchers are furtively listening for any sounds on the other side. Their faces contort with shifty, rat-like expressions. Raphael definitely knows what he's doing. I'm not worried. Shortly after, they leave the alley with those same expressions. They pass under the second-floor building where I'm hiding. But I want to be able to help as well.
No doubt about it. That's Whalefall City.
Just as they're about to enter, we should also...
We're lucky to get what we want without any effort.
Oh, just you wait. They make no attempt to hide their greed, and a disgusting chill runs down my spine. Then I sense someone looking at me, and I raise my head. Raphael is waving at me from the base of a nearby courtyard wall. I quietly climb down and dart to his side.
I knew you couldn't stay out of it. Now you're an observer watching the observers.
They were acting suspicious. My professional intuition was triggered the moment I saw them. She's like, I have to be involved. I have to be. I overheard their conversation. They're trying to enter Whalefall City.
I'm not surprised. They
You
know
already
I'm
knew.
special, and they have speculations about my connection to Lemurians. But that's not enough to confirm anything. I let out some information about us knowing how to enter Whalefall City. I also included a tidbit about its treasures and its power surpassing Whalefall Acropolis. Only those who were involved in destroying Whalefall Acropolis would understand what I'm referring to.
We're setting up a trap then. I like this! He observes the alley where the group has disappeared into, his cold gaze revealing unwavering determination.
When it was destroyed,
Memories stir and his voice trails off. After being lost in thought for a moment, his gaze refocuses. He's determined. He knows what he
I
has to do.
escaped by sheer chance. But I never saw the invader's face.
But now, you will. If you haven't already seen all of their faces.
For years, I hunted for clues. It was the only choice I had. And in time, I fished them out one by one.
Which also means...
They were particularly well hidden. If Whalefall City's allure wasn't so powerful, we wouldn't have been able to force them to surface.
The trap has been set, and they haven't even noticed the real danger yet. They've been parasitized by their own greed. Did I read that correctly? Parasitized. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't feel
All
bad
we
for
need
them
to do now
at all.
is wait a little longer.
But I'm still worried that something might happen to Raphael. I feel like I'm gonna be worried more after the kindled moment. As soon as we return to the guest house and walk through the lobby, Raphael and I hear hushed whispers from the courtyard. Oh, this is pretty. When we open the door, we see numerous Lemurians have gathered. They talk in small clusters. Aiden is among them. When he sees us, he walks over. Nothing better happened to this kid.
Raphael, did you hear the echo?
Regretfully, I shake my head, and the sparkle in Aiden's eyes dims.
You haven't. Then Aunt Coralia didn't go back to Whalefall City.
Oh,
How long has it been since the predicted time?
1 hour.
they didn't take her, right? No, we would have known. Raphael
It's too
would have
long.
known, I feel like. I exchange a glance with Raphael. We're thinking the same thing. The Seamoon Ceremony's echo most likely won't appear. The whispers gradually fade as everyone reads the answer on Raphael's face. Quite a few people, like Aiden, have been eagerly waiting for it. They all look at Raphael as if they place their hopes on him. He really has a lot to live up to. I can't bear to look at their disappointed expressions. In the agonizing silence, I move to Raphael's side and tenderly brush the back of my hand against his. Do you want to go for a walk on the beach?
Now?
I was wondering if the echo is really quiet. We can't hear it from here, right? Why don't we go to the beach and wait a little longer? As I offer this flimsy excuse, the tension in Raphael's shoulders and neck eases.
Okay, let's do that.
I think it's a good idea. Night's moonlight isn't bright. Clouds over the moon, which leaves the seaside shrouded in darkness. What? I step into seawater and I'm surprised to discover that it glows with a luminescent blue light where I disturb it. Oh, pretty. I crouch down and place my hand in the water. Blue light radiates, which creates a dreamy scene from a fairy tale. Raphael, I think I've become a magician.
There are sea fireflies in the water. When disturbed, they emit light. By the way, you're scaring them, cutie. They might die from shock.
Oh, that's why they're glowing? What? I thought I was a magician. Beep. I quickly pull my hand out and Raphael crouches. Smiling, he grasps my wrist and guides it back.
Just kidding. They're not that fragile. This is a normal bioluminescent phenomenon in certain oceans.
I knew that. Holding Raphael's hand, I draw an arc through the seawater. A beautiful sapphire line of light trails behind. The fluorescence shines on our blurry reflections. The waves crash and tear us apart before quickly mending us back together. Is that
There are
foretelling?
many transparent creatures in the ocean that don't emit light. They live in the deep sea and play a part in the ocean's ecosystem. Sunlight can't reach them. When I was young, I used flames to play with them. Their transparent bodies would take on the colors that were created when firelight and seawater merged.
Is it like your paintings from Raymond's collection?
They're more ethereal. But why did you think of that painting?
Aunt Coralia reminded me of what you said about Lemurians needing to return to the sea after death. Then, at Raymond's house, she died a long time ago. If we find a way back to Whalefall City, would her soul return there?
For Whalefall City, time has never been an issue.
The restless waves in my heart settle. Words are interspersed in the moments between the rise and fall of the waves. They become silent again. I reach into the sea with both hands. Sea fireflies, please carry our wishes to the deep sea, and let those who have passed away send their echoes. I beg you. So far I really like this part of the main story. I open my eyes to find Raphael looking at me. His eyes reflect those blue specks of bioluminescence. He really has the prettiest eyes. I mean, all of them have pretty eyes, but... Raphael! What? When people feel hopeless, they're capable of doing anything. I'd even go so far as to make a wish to the sea god.
I was thinking about how sea fireflies would carry our wishes when they can't speak.
You're ruining the magic! I grab his hand and dip it into seawater. Oh great sea god, can't you communicate with sea creatures? Try it. Ask the sea fireflies to deliver our message. This is so cute.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Raphael closes his eyes.
Sea fireflies, if they reach Whalefall City, please have them send a message back. This is like an urgent express delivery. Thanks.
It was all serious until the last part. The luminous blue specks flutter and pulse in the waves as if they actually understand what we said. The waves suddenly surge, and the sky seems to grow dark. The moon continues to rise while time flows past us. For some reason, the sound of the waves stops. No echo returns.
The tide is rising. It's not safe to stay at the shore. Let's head back.
Okay, let's do that. But... Raphael reaches out and smooths my hair that the wind tousled. Y'all, he's so adorable.
Not every spell works in fairy tales. Miracles always wait until the end of the story. We knew this would happen.
So the Seamoon Ceremony bringing Lemurians back to Whalefall City is just a legend?
Hmm.
50-50?
When I was a kid, I once heard a bedtime story about the first Lemurian sea god. According to the legend, the sea god disappeared into a golden sea for the sake of Whalefall City. The sea god's lover searched the world, but when she finally found him, he had already entered an eternal slumber. Her tears of blood fell onto the ring that symbolized their covenant, their bond. Then golden waves surged across the sea. A conch-shaped vessel rose from the ocean's depths and drifted toward them. That night, moonlight guided their way. The vessel carried the sleeping sea god and his lover back to Whalefall City. The funeral of the first sea god is the origin of the Seamoon Ceremony.
I see. Raphael's gaze lands on the distant silver waves where several seabirds gracefully fly past. The tides ebb and flow. Maybe the first sea god once heard the same waves we're hearing today. You hold this sad music.
Yeah. So maybe these legends really did happen.
What do you
While
mean?
searching for the mastermind behind the invasion and looting of Whalefall Acropolis, I saw that ring. We lived in the Acropolis of the royal capital, hiding countless treasures unknown even to the Lemurians. That modest-looking ring, however, went unnoticed and soon vanished in the flow of gold and trade.
Now it's time to return it to its rightful owner.
The person who took it knows it's one of Lemuria's most precious treasures now. He'll only exchange it for something more valuable.
A meaningful look slowly appears on his face.
Of course, this never should have been a deal in the first place. So, I have an idea. Are you willing to...
Yes. I have no desire to ask him about his idea. Deep down, I might have already been looking forward to causing a bit of trouble with him. Oh, we always up for it. He's our ride or die. The rising tide catches up to us. Raphael takes my hand and helps me stand. We trudge toward the shore. Y'all, he's such an interesting character. Like, I would have never known just going into this game. The tide is like a melody I can't bear to leave behind. I tug his hand and pull him back. And I'm glad everyone else gets to see it in the main story as well. I still want to wait for the echo. I don't want to give up until the very last moment.
Okay.
We sit down on the seawall. Raphael positions himself on the windward side to shield me from the cold. Oh, this pose! It's like when he's a merman. Until the sea's bioluminescent glow fades and the first hint of dawn appears on the horizon. On the beach, the only echoes I hear are from the waves perpetually lapping against the shore. Are we ready for the next one? Islands as pawns. I had to take a little bit of a breather. This feels heavy so far. Inside the room, the curtains are tightly drawn to prevent the faintest traces of sunlight and sound from penetrating the stagnant air. Y'all, this room is so beautiful. I really like it. But I do like when there's more color. The time spent waiting stretches. Seemingly pulled taut by invisible, intangible radio waves, they tug at the nerves of whoever might be on either end. Before the third ring is about to end, he answers the call.
Mr. Sutherland.
Our talented artist has kept me waiting. I brought you what you wanted, Raphael. So when will you uphold your end of the deal?
He's no longer quiet man. Sutherland. Okay.
Of course. I have her with me right now.
Oh,
However,
we're gonna roleplay.
What you've brought is only enough for me to deliver her. Whether or not you can subdue her depends on your skills.
This is
Don't
like
worry.
from the nest.
I'm eager to end this quickly. But Wave Chaser Island hasn't been peaceful lately, right?
Oh, you know.
It's just a storm that won't create real waves. If you're scared, you don't have to visit the island.
Very well. My greatest virtue is that I never pretend to be brave. I'll humbly await your presence at Verona's breakwater at 4 p.m.
The call ends, and the phone nimbly twirls between Raphael's fingers. He pauses to capture the image of a glistening glass by the window. I take a big gulp of my iced mint lemonade before opening the curtains. Swoosh! Blinding sunlight floods the room. The lighting just has been really well. I don't know if there's been a change or something. I didn't dare to drink anything while you were talking. You two spoke for so long that the ice almost melted. She just there slurping.
Please. I'm here performing a scene with conspiracy and betrayal, only to see you basking in the sun. With a cold drink, I might add. How am I supposed to stay in character?
That's a funny scene. The glass finds its way into his hands, and the liquid is gone within seconds.
That guy dares to steal business from Ever for his own benefit. You can imagine how alert he must be.
So, when he asked you about me, it must have been for the ether core, right?
The ether core.
Mm-hmm. He's a coward, but he has quite the appetite. Perched on the small table next to him, I watch Raphael drink water. I cross my arms and narrow my eyes. Be honest with me, Raphael. Was I part of your deal with him since the beginning?
No.
You knew what he was doing.
It's more like taking advantage of what was available. What can I do when the most precious treasure I have is...
Me, obviously. Me. Raphael sets down his glass and turns it on the table. He watches it refract radiant
So you're
light.
well aware. I'll give you credit for guessing correctly.
Calm down. At least I don't need to act as someone else. On your home turf, I'm sure Mr. Sutherland won't be too particular about it. Why am I still giggling inside? Raphael rests his chin on his hand and tilts his face toward me, idly brushing a fingertip over the droplets beading along the glass. I wish I was that glass.
Two big shots like us putting on a special performance for him. It's only fair that he pays up.
Right?
Since he's afraid of being watched by Gaia Biotech and doesn't dare to visit the island, I can probably guess the location he chose for the deal.
Oh.
On Verona's southern breakwater, there's a center with a small brain-computer interface. After they started researching protocores, Ever abandoned the project. It's hard to say if that's a good or bad thing.
Why is this place special?
There's not a soul in sight for 3 kilometers, which is perfect for double-crossing people.
Mm-hmm. The ice cubes in my glass lose their balance and clink as they fall. Raphael and I exchange a glance and grin like a pair of conspiring villains. Y'all, I love this dynamic! I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. They're like... The helicopter lands behind a breakwater on a desolate stretch of Verona's coastline. Raphael leaps onto the ground while carrying me. We're getting carried by Raphael. Let go of me! Yeah, I want to stay like this forever. We're just role-playing.
Struggle anymore and I'll drop you.
Drop me on your lap, you mean?
There are man-eating fish waiting for you. Not even your bones will remain once their stomachs are full.
Are you gonna be one of the fish?
Wait a bit. Then use your resonance evol to check and see if he has anything with abnormal energy. That'll be our target.
This is fun! Okay. My face is covered and I can't see anything clearly. Supporting my arm, Raphael guides me. Oh my god, I think we're gonna have a kindled moment soon. A kidnapper being this gentle. Won't someone see right through our act? Be more rough, Raphael. Oh, we know! Oh, we know! From the trailer. Raphael, be rougher. Don't blow our cover when we've barely started. But I like that she's the one saying this to him.
Relax a bit and follow my lead. You won't get hurt.
We're like, all's okay. After our whispers end, Raphael presses his hand against my back and shoves me forward forcefully. We're gonna get 2 Oscars for this. I'm thrilled. Suppressing my defensive reflex, I stumble several steps and go with the momentum. To onlookers, I appear to be a victim who almost falls. Fortunately, the path isn't very long. I soon hear the sound of a heavy iron door opening ahead of us. Mr. Sutherland will not see it coming. The elevator descends, and it takes us deeper underground. Sutherland has already arrived. His guard leads us to one of the floors, and Raphael pushes me out of the elevator. Y'all, I think we're really close to the kindled moment. I need to calm down. My cat is asleep in my room, so I can't be screaming! Calm down. Okay. Okay. I need to be careful with my phone as well. Our guide, probably believing there won't be any serious issues now, finally removes the covering from my head. Are these server rackets? I exchange a glance with Raphael before discreetly surveying our surroundings. I note the positions of several guards without showing any reaction.
Both of you need to wait here.
Many wanderers are hiding here. Interesting. Aware wanderers. In the corner of the reception room, several malformed figures remain motionless. It's as if they're objects. Interesting. That can maybe be manipulated. But their energy fluctuations keep me on edge. I find an opportunity to subtly signal Raphael to keep his distance.
They even lined up to welcome us. They're so polite.
Don't move. These things only obey their leader's commands. If you provoke them, I won't be able to save you.
From this angle, I can't see Raphael's expression, but the hand gripping my arm gives a gentle squeeze to silently reassure me.
Then why do we have to wait here? And how long do we have to wait?
The equipment's still being prepared. It'll take at least another hour.
Equipment?
This wasn't part of the deal.
The boss said the higher-ups require a protocore verification.
My arm is tapped. It's a secret signal Raphael and I established beforehand.
If anything unexpected happens, run.
I have to leave you behind?
Can you really do that, though? Just run. I'll catch you and bring you back. If we show the exchange is unstable, we can demand to speed up the process.
As we discussed before, resistance will make it look more convincing. Wait, I think this is it. I think this is it. Everyone, stay calm. I spin around abruptly using the momentum to break free from Raphael. I pull out the gun they failed to find during the pat-down. Guys, I think it's coming. Wait. Just as the guard reacts, I run while Raphael provides cover. I take the guard down and immediately make a break for it.
Squad number 2, take her!
Your men are too clumsy. Since they're bound to damage valuable cargo, let's not risk it. I'll handle this.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I sprint back along the path I took and hide in the place where the corridor splits. From the darkness, the sound of unhurried footsteps approaches. I'm calm. Are you calm? I'm calm. He's here. Okay. Oh my gosh, he's so freaking handsome! I just want to eat him up in one go. I'm fine. You're fine. We all
Don't
fine.
come any closer.
Shush.
Yo, his face. Yo. You, sir, will be on my phone screen.
Bear with it, okay?
Yo, this is so fun.
I'm here. No greeting?
You kept your word. I'm certain our cooperation will be pleasant this time as well.
Rushing. Forcibly seizing power that's beyond your capability won't make you stronger. You'll only burn yourself in the end. Are you sure you can handle this power?
I love this!
Assured, I have no intention of claiming the protocore.
Good. So what about the thing I want?
I have it. However, I need to verify the ether core.
Of course, but unfortunately the ether core's power is difficult to control. You need trust and permission. If that doesn't work, you need to use some outside assistance. You see, the threat of fear and death is the best method for awakening potential. It's simple.
Y'all, I can't even speak. Like my thoughts. I'm so speechless. He's so freaking beautiful. And this scene, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of freaking 10. Please let it be longer. Definitely one of my favorite kindled moments. Serious Raphael? Role-playing Raphael? Yes, please! Like, look at him! And he's so smooth.
That's the signal.
Oh my gosh.
The ring.
Just you wait.
You two are.
Catch. Why are you in a rush? Since we have a deal, we can't let our performance be for nothing. The thing you brought. I'll take it. Let's go.
He's so cool.
Behind you.
This my man. This my man.
The rest is yours.
Let me show what I can do.
There was no applause, but the audience was thrilled.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. I'm so thrilled about this Kindle. I'm so thrilled. I'm gonna stream this. When I'm done with this main story, I'm gonna stream it. Because we all need to watch this together. We all need to watch it together. Like, yeah, I need a little break. Yeah, I might need to watch it again. Whale Ash and Lighthouse. Y'all, that was an incredible kindled moment. Incredible. We leap from the breakwater and land on the yacht we prepared in advance. Can't wait to watch all of these with you all. White waves surge around our vessel as we leave the harbor. Raphael sits at the bow and slowly spins the ring on his fingertip.
You're holding out your hand. What are you trying to imply?
Marry me. My performance fee?
I'll pay once we've returned to Wave Chaser Island.
The performance wasn't long enough. It was an intense workout. I deserve a large payment, don't you think? I'll settle with a kiss. Or should we be a bit more greedy? Yes. Let me get a list for you. A list.
You're the
with
leading
all the things you can
actress.
do.
It's your call.
I look at the ring in his hand. The sea breeze sweeps across the bow, and his clothes flutter like a swaying tail fin. There definitely is something with the lightning. Or is it just my eyes? An unusual scent permeates the air. Raphael and I turn at the same time to see dark clouds intruding. Like it's been elevated, the lightning. It's just... I don't know. Maybe it's just Raphael. There's a storm approaching Verona's waters. The small yacht races at full speed. It carves a gash with curling white edges across the dark seawater. Oh, there's a storm. After a large wave passes, I grip the control panel to steady myself as Raphael adjusts our course. We're trying to stay away from the eye of the storm. Wow, this looks cool but very scary. I'd be very scared. Rain pounds against the cabin windows, and rainwater quickly accumulates. The windshield wipers can't clear it away fast enough. Raphael, is this a small storm to you?
Of course. These waves couldn't even dislodge a starfish from the bottom of the reef.
He always manages to
If
say
you're really
something funny.
worried, don't look down.
His reminder has the opposite effect. I glance outside. I would have
For
too.
creatures who didn't grow up here, the sea is terrifying during a storm.
I'm terrified, but also
The
we're
murky
with Raphael.
waters become impossibly deep, and the churning waves seem to herald the arrival of a massive creature that's about to emerge from the bottom of the ocean.
Raphael! I'm scared. I'm already scared of the ocean as is. We're with Raphael. We don't have nothing to worry about. It's here to offer treasures. How about we keep it a little bit lighthearted? For my own sake. So it's here to offer the deep sea's treasures to the sea god. You're very devoted. Seeing that I'm not scared, Raphael's smile slightly widens.
If the rocking is making you dizzy, you can take a nap at the back of the cabin.
I want to nap where you are. I'm afraid I'll get thrown onto the floor if I do. During times like this, staying with you makes me feel safer. Lock me into your arms. That is a way. It's like a seatbelt, you know, like...
Even though I'm the sea god, I can't calm stormy waves right now. I can soothe you, though.
How?
Found it.
A beam of light pierces through the gale and heavy rain. It illuminates the dark sea. The fun music with this in the background. I'm not afraid that we will fall off. And also we have Raphael. It's a lighthouse. We should be able to dock there. Oh. This could be very romantic. I mean, it's been romantic.
An offshore lighthouse that's built on a small reef. It's only big enough for the structure to stand on. It'll be enough to serve as our temporary shelter, though.
Okay. Temporary shelter. Waves crash down like giant hands, but our yacht breaks through the wall of water. We head to the distant lighthouse that's immovable like a mountain. It's just gonna be the two of us. If there's not a lighthouse man or lady. The lighthouse keeper is seemingly accustomed to visitors who get soaked in the rain. Like us, she guides us up the structure so we can rest. Oh, this is romantic. Despite it still being daytime, the world outside already resembles the time between dusk and night. Thank you. We'll sit here for a bit and won't take up any more of your time. The silent lighthouse keeper nods. She quietly prepares a pot of hot water and some compressed dry snacks for us before returning to her post. Thank you. That's very kind of her. She doesn't seem very sociable, but she seems kind. This is perfect. I was a little hungry, and we met a nice person. And now it's just the two of us. What's so funny? Your smile is kind of weird.
Take a closer look at the food you got, cutie.
Huh? What about it? The opaque craft paper packaging looks simple and clean. I figure it probably contains biscuits, jerky, or other non-perishable food that's suitable for storage. As soon as I break the seal, an intense oceanic smell hits me. It's so fishy that my face contorts. Is it tuna? What is this?
I could
Is it
smell it
eatable?
800 meters away. Do you want to guess what kind of person would dare to guard this isolated lighthouse alone? It's basically in the heart of the ocean.
She's also a Lemurian? Why didn't you say hello to her?
Not every Lemurian is as outgoing and friendly as me, you know. She probably never expected anyone to brave the elements to visit her, even when she hid herself away from everything.
No wonder she seemed to relax when we let her go about her business. We don't want to be imposing. Raphael quietly laughs again as he places several pieces of unrecognizable dried fish into a titanium cup and pours hot water
Don't
over
give
them.
me that look. It's just been cured with seawater. It'll become delicious after you let it soak for a bit. Be patient.
Amid the rising steam, the air seems to grow humid and salty. I wrinkle my nose as I notice the scent of melting fat and wax. I love this melody. Raphael, do you smell that?
She's lighting the lamp.
Oh? The one in the lighthouse?
In Lemuria, we have structures similar to lighthouses. They're called whale ash gardens. When the oceans were still uncharted, traveling Lemurians would build simple waypoints in places where whales died. The whale ash serves as an underwater lighthouse. It offers shelter to those who have temporarily lost their way and allows them to regain their bearings.
That's nice.
Traveling with whale ash lamps was once a popular tradition in Lemuria, but hardly anyone remembers it now.
Then she must have lived for a very long time. Lighting the whale ash lamp serves as a reminder to not lose sight of your destination. And more importantly, it ensures you never forget your starting point. Is she thinking about Whalefall Acropolis she can never return to, or the long-lost Whalefall City? The cooled water touches the wooden floor and quickly seeps through the cracks. When the cup is refilled, the taste becomes fresher. But the salty bitterness spreading from my chest to my throat only intensifies. Once the storm passes, we'll have to return to Wave Chaser Island to perform another Seamoon Ceremony. If we succeed, where will Raphael go once everything is over? Raphael, you said you wouldn't remain in Whalefall City because it's one part of your journey. It's not your final destination. I think it's good that you'll succeed in your revenge. Your life afterward might be more carefree. I pause before trying to sound like I'm making a joke. Maybe you can fully devote yourself to painting Go beyond your limits and take your artistic accomplishments to the next level. But then, do you have a reason to, assuming that's the case, do you have a reason to stay in Lincoln City? I'm scared. Staring at him, I grip the edge of the craft paper package. I'm unwilling to hear another evasive answer from his lips. What I want to ask, it's not about staying here or staying in Lincoln City. Rather... Oh my gosh. On an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless, normal day, like an actual, meaningless day, when I want to see you, will you still be by my side? My eyes are teary.
It's hard to say. According to your vision, I'll surpass my limits and ascend to the next level. Doesn't that mean I'm devoting myself to art and only art? I guess a talented artist doesn't deserve to have mundane days. Unbelievable.
Hey!
Setting aside these meaningless scenarios, you only have one question to ask, and I only have one answer to give. I've walked a very, very long road, but throughout my journey, the same light has guided me. And it's not just my guide, it's the true destination of my fate.
If we consider a Lemurian's lifespan, can a single light accompany you for that long?
Maybe not. What you see now could just be a drop in the vast ocean. And as time passes, you might discover that you're the one who journeys the farthest.
Thanks to Raphael's boiling method, the dried fish is ready. I devour 3 pieces, then another thought crosses my mind. I love how she's so open with her questions and her feelings. Come on. I pretend to hold a microphone and hold it up to Raphael's mouth. Cute. I have a question for our respectable sea god. What new mission will you undertake after completing your revenge? Will you lead the Lemurians to rebuild their homeland? And can I come with you? A small fishtail peeks out from his big smile.
You think the sea god is a real estate tycoon?
You don't even listen to Lemurians' wishes or grant them?
The sea god isn't like human parents who secretly prepare gifts after hearing their child's birthday wishes.
That's disappointing. Then what do the Lemurians make their wishes to?
The
Bubbles?
sea, the ocean nurtures all life. If you make a wish to the sea,
Will it grant my wish?
the fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams in the ocean will eavesdrop.
So we don't want them to eavesdrop? Then my wish is to eat fresh fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams every day. That will for sure make them be like, oh, let's leave this Missy alone. And then we make our real wish. I stare at Raphael as he lets out a hearty laugh. I tear off a piece of fish with my teeth and quickly find myself chuckling. By the time we finish the package, we notice the sound of crashing waves has noticeably subsided. Raphael goes to the door to check, then he turns back and reaches out to me.
The rain
I
has
love
stopped.
this.
Let's go.
I'm still worried though, but I freaking love this main story
Tonight will be
update.
perfect for the Seamoon Ceremony.
Because we're with you! How could it not be? Like every single day would be perfect with Raphael. Even the days of revenge. The way home. Hold on. It just did a hiccup there. Figures appear on the shallow water's reef. Waves dance across their scales as they shimmer with an ethereal glow. Chanting ancient Lemurian songs, they look at where the waves meet the moonlight. Thalia's melodious singing fills the air. It's more ethereal and transcendent than what I heard at the previous Seamoon Ceremony. It seems like a blessing and a distant call. I want to hear more! I want to hear Raphael. The ring rests in Raphael's palm as I place my hand over his. I feel the patterns beneath my hand. What are they singing?
It's a blessing for the sea god and his followers. I haven't heard such an ancient melody in a very long time. Even in Lemuria's historical records, there's almost nothing about the sea god's funeral.
I think it's better to just call it the Seamoon Ceremony.
Lemurians don't fear death, but we have desires in our hearts. Even when we're far away from home, we'll never stop searching for a way back.
When Whalefall City still existed, did they already know they would leave one day? Good question.
Long ago, Lemuria had written prophecies about its fate.
The Tome of the Sea God you've been searching for.
Yeah, maybe the search for prophecies is part of the prophecy.
I close my eyes and feel the cool touch of metal intertwined with the warmth of our clasped hands. I somehow sense the yearning behind those unfamiliar words.
According to the legend, we should be basking in the lingering echoes of the blessing and waiting for the conch vessel to appear. Can you feel it?
We don't share a language, but emotions are universal. They truly are. After spending these past few days with them, I think I can guess what you're praying for. MC is so likable. The sea breeze carries their songs to a sanctuary below the waves. It awakens the slumbering creatures that dwell within. I think I need to adjust my leg a little bit. Under the bright moon, several dolphins leap from the water as if welcoming the return of their ruler.
Tonight is perfect for going out to sea.
He bows slightly and reaches out to me. It's a gentle invitation.
So, would you like to accompany me to the Lemurian royal capital, miss?
Absolutely! Let's go right now! The glistening waves behind him refract moonlight. Without any hesitation, I place my hand in his. Oh, he's so beautiful. I would be honored. Words seem to possess a calming power as the energy surrounding us harmonizes with the songs at the same frequency. It's filled to the brim with wishes and blessings. He really suits in red. The sea churns and boils upon hearing the dirge. Then it splits at the boundary between the sky and the ocean, as if a sharp blade cut through it. The fractured waves block out the moonlight, as roaring currents retrieve long-forgotten wishes in the deep sea. The Lemurians gaze at the surging waters, their songs knocking on the sealed, dust-covered gates of their homeland. Waiting silently in the sea, I sense something. There needs to be one more call. From us. That's beautiful. Let's go! When I grasp the ring in Raphael's palm, silvery white foam begins to surge between the parted waters. A massive glowing seashell gently rises. It's accompanied by an energy that feels familiar and strange. This is what I felt at the blue hole. As if drawn in by a mysterious force, I unconsciously activate my evil to sense that energy. Y'all, this is interesting. The energy fluctuations shatters my thoughts. Nameless chaotic noises puncture my mind like sharp spikes.
Are you willing to be my follower?
She's seeing this, desiring the sincerest worship of mortals. Thou must offer an irreplaceable object. I wonder what she's gonna say after this. Is she gonna be like, was that my memory?
The sea
this
god's
is
heart,
emotional.
mine heart, dost thou want it?
That's me. Who am I talking to? Oh, she knows it's her. Girl, are you kidding me? There's only another person that is this beautiful, and that is your Raphael. Connect the dots.
This is my promise to you. For 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting. It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly. Listen carefully. This is the last time I'll teach you.
What's going on? Now, with the power of the sea god's vow, our covenant, Raphael, obey my command. Reclaim this heart and end our everlasting bond. This is so interesting that this makes it into the main story as well. I love it! It feels like I've emerged from an exhaustingly long dream. I wonder if she's gonna say anything to Raphael. Memories I never experienced seem to have found their host. They rush into my mind and merge with my very being before I realize it. It's as if they were always meant to be mine.
Are you awake?
Yeah. But we're not in Whalefall City. When I open my eyes, I see the sky and moonlight. Dazed, I blink and try to move. I realize I'm being held in a warm embrace. Did she faint? What just happened?
You were probably affected by the ancient oceanic power lingering on this boat. It has weathered many years, so there might still be traces of its previous owners on it.
But that power feels like... I meet Raphael's gaze. It's as clear as seawater and doesn't reveal a hint of deception. Did he also forget? My heart faintly aches, and my mind still lingers in that memory. Scenes from the past keep replaying, as if they're reminding me not to forget.
What are you humming?
That song! Only then do I notice that I'm humming the melody I heard in either a dream or an illusion. The one with Merman Raph. If I told you I heard this song in a dream, would you believe me?
I guess you had an unusual dream. What else was in it?
There were waves, flute music, and my emotions bear the weight of our covenant. The bond between us is heavy. I compose myself and smile at Raphael. Is she gonna be like, oh, nothing? It was just a dream. You!
I knew it.
Is she gonna continue explaining? In my dream, you said you would teach me this song.
Oh, you just want to hear me sing. That's one roundabout way to make a request.
No, he knows. I didn't mean it like that. But since you made a suggestion... That too! I do want to hear him sing. Flames erupt from his palm before quickly dissipating. They're replaced with a luminescent conch. Is this another trick?
Even if I'm the most talented performer in the world, I need something to play music with. It's the first time I'm hearing this song, but...
Sure. The sounds overlap with the ones in my dream. For a moment, I can't tell where I am. He doesn't want to push her to remember. But it's like he knows that, okay, let me just check what exactly she remembers. Raphael uses his free hand to pull me toward him. Oh, he's so beautiful. I lean into his embrace and try to piece together those fragmented memories. Our covenant began even earlier than I thought. The melody pauses on a high note like waves as they touch the shore. They linger for a moment before flowing. With numerous questions in my mind that I can't ask right now, I immerse myself in the music until the interlude. It's like she really does remember. You look more mature compared to back then. Whoa! The boat suddenly rocks as the music ceases, and Flamulas anxiously leap from the water. They're seemingly giving us a warning. There's an undercurrent.
No. This is Whalefall City.
Raphael sets down the conch and ignites a flame in his palm. It lights up the unfathomably deep waters.
It's responding to our call.
Moonlight shines upon the pitch-black sea as the boat is drawn in by an invisible force. It sways as it sails toward a massive whirlpool in the center of the ocean. Countless silvery white fish converge and spiral where the currents meet. They eagerly rush toward the ocean's profound depths and the seabed. I love when he frowns like that.
Whalefall City is below us. Hold on to me.
You don't have to tell me twice. He holds me close. The seawater swallows the sky as we descend into the deep sea. Oh my god, I'm so excited! Ah! Y'all. Hidden treasure. Oh my gosh, I really hope we're gonna be in Whalefall City. The weightlessness makes me lose all sense of direction. In my dizziness, a warmth touches my hand. Raphael.
I'm here.
My consciousness stabilizes itself before my body does. My vision gradually clears as I blink repeatedly. What? Huh? An enormous skeleton carries our vessel through the water. When I look back, I can't even see where its tail ends. A skeleton whale? That it? We've seen this.
Think of this giant whale's skeleton as Whalefall City's welcome ceremony.
A giant whale with wings?
Yep. Who says you can't fly underwater?
Interesting that you would say that because, you know, in the past banner, or you know, the sci-fi banner with the statue, it looked like you had wings, Raphael, so maybe he's alluding to he might be getting some in the future. Surrounded by nothing but an endless blue expanse, we drift through silent waters. It's impossible to judge distance or see size without any light or shadows for reference. In this underwater quietness, I can only hear the echo of my own breathing in my chest. But the giant whale's skull begins to disappear inch by inch, then its spine and wings. As it swims forward, the massive body is gradually devoured by the space around us. It disappears with each rhythmic movement. This bizarre sight makes me squeeze his hand, and he responds with a firmer squeeze.
Don't be afraid.
As his words fade, my body passes through what feels like an invisible barrier. A gentle current envelops me before slowly releasing me on the other side. Whalefall City! Bubbles! The world below the waves is bursting with color. One of the royal capital's ancient streets stretches across the deep sea, and there's a dome resembling moonlight. It's suspended high above the seafloor. Massive stone sculptures adorned with vibrant coral are arranged in a staggered pattern along both sides of the street. Alleyways formed by interlacing towers and buildings are spread out like a finely woven net. They gradually disappear into the seawater. Parts of these structures seem to emerge from space-time rifts. They're like visitors from a distant world. No artificial light is needed as countless specks of light swirl through the waters surrounding the buildings. Their brilliance surpasses even the Milky Ways. Everything around us is silent. It takes a long time for me to find my voice again. This is
Whalefall City.
Wow, look at the lightning here. That legendary lost civilization, the Lemurian spiritual homeland, appears before my eyes without any concealment. The giant whale carries us as we float above the main avenue of the royal capital. Reflections from the seawater dance across stained glass windows. I feel as though these same colors danced in my eyes as well. This sounds really beautiful. Noticing his unusual silence, I suddenly tighten my grip on his hand. I remember the Deep Space Academy had published a book on Lemuria. According to it, Whalefall City slumbers in the abyssal deep sea. Its domes can reach past the sky.
They write as if they've seen it with their own eyes.
People tend to exaggerate stuff they've never seen. The more mysterious something is, the more fascinating it becomes.
Do you think it matches the descriptions in the book?
I lower my head. At the end of the street, specks of light drift around the highest spire. A bubble floats in front of me. When I gently poke it, it pops and scatters into more specks of light. Even attempting to describe it might be presumptuous.
Everyone has their own interpretation of Whalefall City. Archaeologists consider it a hidden treasure buried in the deep sea, while Lemurians view it as the true resting place for souls.
What about you? Raphael cups a bubble in his hands and gently crushes it until specks of light scatter. They gather and reform the bubble.
For the sea god, it's a mission infused in his blood. But right now, I'm thinking, if you hadn't accompanied me and I was sitting by myself with these skeletal remains.
Lost in musings I can't guess. He shakes his head and smiles.
The fortunate one is me, not you.
The giant whale slowly moves its bone wings downward, along the central path. The tips of my shoes almost graze the brick rooftops below.
We're here.
From the wide gaps between its bones, I see a plaza paved with white stones. Stone statues at least twice the height of a person stand guard on both sides of a path. If that sculpture could see these, he'd probably spend several days and nights here. He'll crouch and study them.
You could say the ones who carved these were his ancestors.
These statues are at least 1,000 years old, right? Wouldn't it technically be the passing down of artistic traditions?
Genetic inheritance might be a more accurate term. But this place is the most refined embodiment of Lemurian art.
Really?
It's the sea god's temple.
A sense of déjà vu crashes over me like roaring waves. Astonished, I look up. A majestic temple stands at the end of my vision. Its massive stone pillars supporting the domed ceiling, like solid bones.
This place is our only option if we want to truly open the path to Whalefall City.
An inexplicable thought appears in my head. I lean forward to get a closer look.
Why do you appear more anxious than me?
Raphael pulls me back to where I was originally. He's not in a hurry to return to this temple that should be rightfully his. Oh, he's so gorgeous.
Sit tight. We're almost there.
my god, look at his face! Raphael!
What's wrong? Do you think being here will upset me?
It's more than that. I'd like it if you didn't keep everything bottled up inside. Well, he's a professional at that. From this angle, I can't make out Raphael's expression, but I hear a soft sigh.
It appeared at the wrong place and the wrong time. The more attached we become, the harder it will be to let go when we must part.
Yeah. Aren't you worried that Gaia Biotech or ever would stop at nothing to get their hands on Whalefall City?
Once Whalefall City fully reveals itself, our people will have no reason not to return. However, it'd make all of them targets.
Yeah, I'm afraid
Today's
of that.
Lemurians can't rely on Whalefall City to protect them from everything. Using it to defend against Ever is a pipe dream. When Whalefall Acropolis was destroyed, we still had Whalefall City as our sanctuary. If it also...
He's not gonna let it fall.
The peaceful life Lemurians have struggled to rebuild can't be allowed to crumble again.
The wrong place, the wrong time. Yet he still wants to seize this less than ideal opportunity to do something. I love the love he has for his people, for his heritage. It's for himself and the Lemurians, who instead of making wishes, worry about him seeking revenge alone. He doesn't want to jeopardize anyone else. That's how Raphael is. He just acts by himself. Let's do the right thing even in these wrong circumstances. The giant whale delivers us to the central plaza in front of the sea god's temple. Then it flaps its enormous wings and floats back up to hover above the royal capital. Oh, the music switch. Should I be worried? The wings stir up a gust that sweeps scattered stone fragments across the ground. I look around and find the source of the debris. A circle of diverse stone statues surrounds the front part of the sea god's temple. They're blocking the entrance. Okay. At the forefront stands a humanoid statue. It towers before a stone pillar, its figure hunched and tilted awkwardly to one side. Are these statues here for a ritual? Raphael, did you see that? Did that statue just move? Meeting Raphael's gaze, I quickly raise both hands. Uh-oh, what is happening? Raphael is cautious. We should be cautious! Did we touch something? That we shouldn't have touched. Is it the sea god statues? You know, the other sea god statues? Maybe they're brought to life? It wasn't me. I didn't touch it. Maybe it's being corroded. Oh?
I know. Come over here.
This seems serious. Metaflux. Okie dokie. As I step back, the cracks spread out in all directions. Countless fissures appear, and stone fragments rain down. From within the swirling cloud of dust, a figure slowly steps forward. I hear steps. A long spear materializes, its cold gleam flashing. A column of water shaped like a sea beast roars in our direction.
Under his quintessence's orders, outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Whalefall City.
Oh, okay, we fighting! Okie dokie. Those will do. Those will do. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is so interesting so far. But I'm also worried. Like, I have this worry because we're talking about his like last wish,
Destruction's
bucket
tide
list,
has
and
arrived.
then, you know, just empathizing.
Watch out.
Some kind
The
of
tide's
separation,
judgment.
like
Shall
leaving.
descend here and now.
We've just heard some
The tide is
foreboding
rising.
phrases
Fall back.
as well.
Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you.
good job.
Like anything,
The tide's judgment.
anything that
Shall descend
just
here and
casually
now.
drops something with some kind of separation from Raphael. I'm like,
Deep
no!
stirs.
You were too
Yo,
close to it.
I don't know if I could ever handle
What a
that.
statement. Bring it on.
Oh man, you recovered so fast.
With Death and Rebirth, I was really sad about
Raphael.
Yeah, I hear you.
the
Good job.
ending of it with Zane.
The tide is rising. Fall back.
So I'm thinking that they
spot
might
weakness?
do the same with Raphael.
Oh, sea god.
The tide's judgment.
Shall descend
Yo, I'm so worried.
here
I'm
and
so
now.
worried.
Here's our chance.
Oh, my cat woke up.
The deep stirs.
We get it.
From the ocean's depths.
Where someone calls out my name forevermore.
After this, I need a break and then
It's
we
nice.
continue.
And I can admire your graceful.
Because my cat
Oh man.
wants to eat and then probably play.
Ripples in a breeze.
A drop in the ocean.
I'm guessing it's gonna head right into the story. But we'll see. I kinda like that they did it seamlessly like that. To just enter the next chapter. But we're gonna pause here. That we are. Stone debris covers the plaza and dust particles float in the seawater. The currents are dispersed. The immobilized old man stands in the center, his cloudy eyes becoming clear. Who is it? His consciousness, it's slowly returning. He shuffles toward us, the remaining sand on his body falling with each step.
It's his quintessence's power. His quintessence.
We know each other?
The man approaches Raphael, his clothes slightly fluttering. Then he suddenly performs a deep, respectful bow.
Amund, Lemurian Elder, Guardian of Whalefall City. I've been waiting for the return of the Sea God.
His gaze becomes unfocused when Whalefall City is mentioned. The spear in his hand trembles violently, as if triggered by a reflex. It supports him as he stands.
Outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Whalefall City.
Amund, does that name mean anything to you?
At least he doesn't seem to be our enemy. This is just a guess, but he's been here for too long. He won't have a clear mind anytime soon.
Rafayel circles Amund and helps him brush off the stone fragments from his body.
Amund, you said the sea god told you to stay here? His quintessence's orders?
Amund slowly recognizes Raphael's voice and gradually regains his composure.
Tens of millions of years ago, the sky and sea were inverted, and Whalefall was revived. Lemuria was about to reach its true fate. But his quintessence refused to accept. The sea god couldn't bear to lose the most precious. Most precious.
He's unable to finish his story. His gaze sweeps across the plaza before he slowly moves toward the temple. Why do I feel worried? Why do I feel worried? Y'all. Like, I'm literally scared with continuing. Raphael and I exchange a glance and follow him. The temple's massive stone doors are wrapped in seaweed, their original appearance no longer visible. Amund walks to the temple's entrance, laboriously raises both hands and places them on the stone doors.
The flame. The sea god incinerated his divine power in exchange.
The fire.
For some reason, a strange warmth wells up in my chest. It's as if a fragment of that flame is quietly burning within my heart.
His quintessence hid Whalefall City within Deepspace's rifts. Time ceased to flow, life never decayed, and everything became eternal. But the world's flames and all that exists will eventually be extinguished. Only when the sea god sacrifices everything once more to ignite the alcove's flame. Then his quintessence and Whalefall City will return. They shall return to where it all began.
How are we feeling? Amund's words falter for a moment, and his gaze moves to me before returning to Raphael. Y'all, I don't know why I'm so worried.
Whalefall City will respond to its true ruler.
The sound of an engine that doesn't belong to Whalefall City stirs up the seawater. Raphael turns to the waters beyond the temple, his gaze increasingly sharp. Engine? Is it ever?
Before that happens, this place might need a few sacrifices.
Let's go! Following Raphael's gaze, I look toward Whalefall City's outskirts. Several massive submarines are approaching us. Oh, they came after us, all right.
The fish have swum into our net.
Let's catch them! Raphael steps forward and positions himself in front of me and Amund. Flames ignite from his palm, and they transform into fiery threads that spread outside the temple. Oh my gosh, please. Please don't hurt Raphael!
Don't let their blood defile this place.
Y'all, I don't care about nothing else! There better not happen anything to Raphael. The submarines speed through the ocean as sunlight dims. They've already entered the mesopelagic zone. With visibility obstructed, the submarines activate sonar navigation as they advance.
The sonar has detected underwater structures. Could it be Whalefall City?
We've been following that vessel this whole time. We can't be wrong.
After marking their coordinates, the submarines head toward the structures and descend into the pitch-black bathylagic zone. Suddenly, ethereal singing resounds from the ocean's depths, as if it's guiding lost travelers to their destination. The flat seabed gives way to a cliff. A strange glow emanates from its base. The submarines travel to the cliff's edge and cross an underwater valley. Their passengers see the source of the mysterious glow. Y'all drown them! No! It's a dreamlike, magnificent city. Giant pearls adorn stone carvings, gold and silver threads entwine the city's pillars, and large roads paved in jade. Everyone rushes to crowd around the portholes. In awe, they exclaim upon seeing the magnificent city.
That must be Whalefall City. I heard it's filled with countless treasures. It definitely hasn't disappointed us.
The submarine's cargo capacity is limited. It'll take some time to transport everything back.
Cheers erupt throughout the submarine, but no one notices they've already veered off course. When the city dissolves into a mirage in the water, an alarm blares. That's when these greedy souls realize something is wrong. Y'all are trapped!
What's going on? Who changed our course?
It's like the siren song worked.
It's not that. Our coordinates have changed.
We've lost control. The submarine is... Huh?
Bye-bye! Whoa! The seabed rises as towering rock walls erupt from the ground and encircle the submarine. The figure of a young man stands on the cliff, solemn and majestic like a god of the sea. He looks down from afar. His expression is seemingly compassionate and indifferent. Oh, my beautiful Raphael! Woo. Nothing better happened to him. The Lemurian court has finally received its overdue sinners. This is it. They're gonna get their asses handed to them. But I'm gonna go get some water and calm down a little bit because I'm so worried. Final movement. Oh my gosh. This better not be the end. Okay, I had to continue another day. So, final movement. This is not gonna be the final chapter, is it? Can't be. The singing ceases at the climax, and the intruders' minds are momentarily disoriented, but they soon come to their senses. Why do I have a bad feeling?
They'll offer their mortal remains to the Lemurian court. After today, those whose hands are stained with Lemurian blood will vanish from this world forever.
I'm on your side. Without the ethereal singing, the bottom of the valley once again became chaotic and murky. The intruders' survival instincts make them crawl on the ground in contorted postures. The ones in the submarines, right? But Rafayel doesn't spare these people a glance. His gaze is fixed on a place far away from the cliff. It's as if he's trying to peer through time's veil to witness a past that's been buried.
It's coming to an end.
There's a barely perceptible tremor. Meanwhile, some of the intruders finally regain consciousness. Still unaware of where they are, they frantically grab their weapons. Oh, I heard them loading their weapons all right.
Where are we?
Y'all, if they even...
Forget about that. Just take them out. Ugh.
One scratch, one hair of Rafayel. I will. All of them are gonna drown. When Rafayel raises his hand, flames engulf the gun barrels. The researchers cry out in pain. More weapons are dismantled by fire as Rafayel silently observes them. Even so, he has yet to bring his ballad of vengeance to its final movement. More people are regaining consciousness. The rising flames keep me protected while I tightly hold Rafayel's hand. I can't rush him and I don't want to. It's his right to decide when and how to end this bloody history that spanned more than a decade. The rock wall fractures, its cracks of various sizes. It can't support us anymore. Rafayel brings me to a protruding rock near the seabed, but it won't last long. The sniper rifle hidden behind a stone pillar emits smoke as a bullet heads straight for Rafayel. Oh. It's centimeters away from striking his chest, but the metal bullet is intercepted by flames. It explodes into a small ball of fire. Yeah, this is so intense! Can I handle this today? Y'all, I don't know. The attack pauses and I use this chance to pull out my gun and kill the sniper. Good job, MC.
You...
It's okay. I'll be fine. You can... I know you're not hesitating. What you can't let go of is that part of your past. Your people who aren't here anymore. Y'all, I'm stressed. Just reading, I'm already stressed. I have no clue what's gonna happen. I'll stay with you until you decide to end this. Oh, nothing better happened to him. The ground beneath our feet violently shakes as energy fluctuations manifest from various corners. It's a sonar weapon that specializes in killing Lemurians. No! Every wall trembles with an invisible force. It sends dust and rock fragments flying. Oh my gosh. Attack the sonar, whatever it is! I use my evil to target the focal point of the metaflux, but he stops me. Y'all, I'm scared. I'm super scared.
You've stayed by my side long enough.
What you mean?
I'll take care of the rest.
Oh my god. But they have this sonar weapon!
The weapon isn't working! That's impossible! Increase the firepower!
Oh my gosh.
We'd already hit its limit. Where's the suppressive fire from our flanks?
He steps forward and raises his arm in spite of the hail of bullets and thunderous vibrations. I'm so stressed. Fire smites his opponents like divine punishment. The massive metal container crashes as fear and rage fill the air. Y'all, I'm so stressed out I can barely read. Seemingly realizing the true power of the man standing before them, several gun barrels rise in unison.
Whalefall Acropolis was a wonderful place. It was nowhere near as magnificent and spacious as the royal capital, but it was worthy of being called our home.
Never get on Raphael's bad side, y'all. No one fires. The invaders exchange bewildered glances, as if they don't believe the sea god will grant them mercy. Oh, I hope he
once
doesn't.
Promised them that I'd find Whalefall City. I said I'd bring them back here. We'd live together. In these waters, we'd laugh and sing, and I didn't make a vow to merely bring back their souls.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Raphael lowers his gaze to deliver the sea god's ultimate judgment.
The lives that were lost here shall be repaid with blood. It's been over a decade. I will end this once and for all.
Fierce flames rise from the rock walls as distant tides roar like thunder. Terrified, everyone looks around. It's as if an invisible blade of judgment is hanging over their heads. Countless mist-like shadows surround the rock walls. They resemble the floating specks of light above Whalefall City as they coalesce into ethereal spirits. Naturally formless, they slowly gather toward the center, yet I can make out their blurry figures. The flames surging toward the seabed are extinguished. It's as if they're afraid of harming the shadows. Are they here to help? This is... Raphael doesn't reply. His gaze doesn't leave the seabed's center. Souls? Lemurians? We can hear the song. The singing grows more powerful as the shadows close in. The loaded weapons fall to the ground once more. Greed and delusions return to the invaders. Oh, nothing better happened to Raphael. An eerie stillness permeates the seabed as the shadows suddenly turn around. Y'all, my heart is going like...
You always said you'd bring us to Whalefall City. I thought you were bragging. You did it! You actually brought us back home!
Raphael, you don't need me to cover for you when you sneak off to the shore anymore, right? Wait, you must be living on the surface already.
The Maestro tattled to Her Majesty on the day you went to the surface, saying you skipped class again. I wish I could attend the Maestro's classes again.
Y'all, this is
Has
sad.
Aiden grown taller? Now that I'm gone, I wonder where he goes when he skips class. Please deliver a message for me next time you see him. Whalefall City isn't that exciting. It's nowhere near as good as life on land. Tell him to take his time coming back.
Y'all, this is heavy. I hold Raphael's hand. I can still feel the subtle trembling in his palm.
It's you.
You still look the same as you did when you snuck off to the shore, but you've grown up. You resemble the sea god more than I had expected.
His hand suddenly tightens as the man's spirit stirs Raphael's emotions. Another shadow appears and stands shoulder to shoulder with him. In the blink of an eye, the shadow draws near. It slowly raises what appears to be an arm made of swirling light and darkness. The trembling in his hand grows more intense. Raphael seemingly wants to grasp that shadow, but he's unable to touch it, and his hand remains suspended in midair. His mother? Is it? Across time's vastness, across the boundary between life and death, their hands gently overlap.
These are hands that should hold paintbrushes. Hatred and bloodshed should never stain them. Go now, my dear boy. Go to where you truly belong. No matter where life takes you, I hope you can find happiness.
The mist-like figures approach Raphael one by one. Smiling, they wave goodbye and gather once more around the invaders. The singing around them suddenly becomes ethereal and otherworldly. It's like the most distant of whale songs from the ocean's depths. A moment. The frenzied invaders gradually quiet down, their facial features twisting into bizarre shapes. They pick up broken stones and sand from the ground and stuff every pocket to the brim. The singing reaches a crescendo as Lemurian souls encircle them. They're like deep-sea predators about to strike. A bloody mist surges with the song as invisible fangs pierce the throat of every invader. They got their revenge. Greed and blood congeal into a foul trickle. They flow beneath the spirit's feet that never touch the ground. The screams reverberate throughout the court for what feels like an eternity. Amid the ceaseless song, I can't see Raphael's expression. I only sense that his gaze remains fixed on a single place for a long time. When the melody is about to end, only then does he take my hand and slowly lead me away. Oh my gosh, this must be so trying for him. And he gives a deep bow to the chaotic ocean floor filled with devastation and laments. Leaving the court and following Amund's guidance, I silently approach Raphael. As our fingers intertwine, he silently takes my hand. Oh, this better be over with because my heart can't. Is it okay to let them deal with Gaia Biotech's people?
They've been waiting for this day for a long time.
And now they got it. Hopefully they can rest in peace now. His fingers have tightened around mine, and the ring that summons the conch vessel leaves a mark between our knuckles. Oh my gosh, that was stressful.
This ring, when I was little, I used to sneak off with it. I always played with it. The queen told me it belonged to the sea god. When I grew up, she'd give it to me herself.
You and the queen?
She's Talia's older sister, and the one who raised me. My mother.
My chest feels like it's stuffed with damp cotton. It tightens and aches, and I can sense a heavy weight. Before I can even speak, he seems to have already guessed what I'm thinking. Y'all, me and MC, we're feeling the same right now. Raphael continues, turning his face slightly to reveal a smile, tinged with relief.
Back when I didn't understand what being the sea god meant, the king and queen told me it was a beautiful aspiration. That's why I could play with the Lemurian children who were around my age, get punished by the king when I caused trouble, and be teased by my friends. Everything in Whalefall Acropolis was as free as the ocean. Until that day.
Before our eyes, red seawater seems to emerge. Then it slowly fades away with the song. The water returns to its original clarity. The scattered memories from Raphael's past merge into a complete picture. I wanna pick both! I'm just gonna pick whichever. Wait, am I missing? Okay, there. In the middle. Your people protected you well. But that's exactly why I want those invaders to.
Letting them deal with it is better than us taking revenge on their behalf.
If that's what they wish.
Maybe it's also their wish.
As I climb up another step, I tighten my grip on his hand. You weren't alone in the past, and you won't be in the future. As if in response, the ring presses a deeper mark into our fingers.
Without Whalefall City, the spirits of deceased Lemurians can only drift endlessly across the sea. I often think that if their souls could truly return, then maybe they wouldn't be lonely anymore.
Following the staircase along the side of the temple, we ascend and reach the highest point. I don't believe that making those people pay with their lives can balance out the sins they've committed, but it might be the only way for everyone to find peace. Yeah, some kind of peace of mind. You can also say goodbye to that past.
Why are you crying first?
I was holding back, okay? I was really holding back. I'm not. You're just seeing a reflection from the glass. Exactly. He stops and gently raises his hand to wipe my tears.
You've witnessed the curtain call. Let's go. It's time to return Whalefall City to where it belongs. When the time comes, we'll welcome its arrival together.
The song has ended. Raphael takes my hand and leads me to the balcony. It culminates these years of seeking and waiting. To create our song's final fermata. This feels bittersweet, against the current. Okay. At least it wasn't the final chapter. Otherwise, Raphael's part would have also felt really short. Please, can we have some happiness? Please! The massive stone doors of the sea god's temple respond to their ruler's call. They slowly part when Raphael raises his hand. Streams of light flow across the stone engravings, following Raphael's gaze. I see an empty alcove in the wall. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. I just wanted to take a good look at this place before saying goodbye.
Flames appear at Raphael's fingertips. Like a flammula, they swim in the air. A fire is briefly ignited inside the alcove. It's similar to a dim, everlasting sun. As Amun said, the sea god's divine power can return the flame to this temple. Light pulses with Raphael's breathing. It envelops the sea god's temple. This is so beautiful. The flame in the alcove surged with a more magnificent energy. The scattered specks of light in Whalefall City dance with renewed vigor. They descended onto the rooftops, streets, and plazas as if welcoming the imminent journey home. What do you mean? Imminent journey home, Raphael? Whalefall City is responding to you, Raphael.
All the Lemurian souls who were lost in the sea have returned. It's time to send Whalefall City on its way and let them find peace.
Sensing the source of that power, I take a step and firmly grasp Raphael's hand. Meeting his slightly surprised gaze, I extend our clasped hands toward the alcove. We face the fire. It still feels really bittersweet. I told you before, I won't let you be alone. I activate my evolve by following those fragmented memories. The flame burns more brightly as power surges. As the only follower of the sea god, I offer him the power of my devotion, my sincerest form of worship. He pulls me closer as the stained glass windows cast jewel-like colors onto the dust-covered altar before us.
Is this a new promise?
Yes, but there won't be a reason to forget this time. My heart trembles with vibrating stone slabs beneath my feet. I gaze at the changing dome above and channel my evil. Why exclamation? Ah! A strange energy is transmitted back from the distant waters above. No! The changing music! Raphael and I exchange a glance. We can see the same message in each other's gaze. Oh. It's a protocore power source.
It seems their reinforcements arrived sooner than I anticipated.
Oh my gosh.
Let's seal away everything from the past.
Oh my gosh. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Y'all! My stress is back now. The flames in the walls, niches roar upward. Water violently churns. An invisible force seems to be waging a tug-of-war between the city and the deep sea. Oh, he's determined, all right. Look at his face. The temple's walls emit deep, mournful groans. They resist yet also yield.
With the sea god's power as a sacrifice, ride the opposing tides and return to the fathomless abyss.
Flames gather and solidify in his palm, as the ocean is plunged into chaos and darkness. Everything's gonna be okay! Everything's gonna be okay! The metaflux erupts in successive explosions. Each vanishes immediately after, yet they continue to appear in an endless stream. Damn it.
Ignore them. First we...
The flames that have almost leapt from their sacred spots begin to tremble. Their intensity unexpectedly weakens. As the source of this power, Raphael has tightly closed his eyes. He looks unnaturally pale. What's happening? There's something wrong with the flow. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Raphael?
I'm fine.
You don't sound fine! It's because of those...
No. This is a price that must be paid. To demand a perfect outcome from the sea, you must willingly pay the most painful price.
I don't like the sound of this.
But compared to letting Whalefall City fall into those people's hands, this pain...
MC, do something!
Nothing.
Only when the sea god sacrifices everything to ignite the flame in the alcove can the sea god and Whalefall City return. I finally understand what Amund meant. You and the temple have to...
Don't worry. I can make it. Leave.
No! There must be another way. There has to be. Exactly! Find another way! Oh my god, do something! I adjust my breathing and use my evil to resonate with Raphael. I attempt to push his power to its limits. Again? Oh. It's not working? No! What is happening? Each release fails to move Whalefall City. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm so stressed! But these repeated attempts allow me to sense an invisible ether that's pulling Raphael into a rift of nothingness. Oh my gosh.
They mistook the sea's tolerance for submission and forgot about its cruelty. But I remember, and I will reclaim this forgotten power.
Our futile attempts will drain his energy. Amund's words resound in my ears like a tsunami. Is it possible that Raphael, with the complete power from the tome of the sea god...
Only those who have a bond with the sea god can awaken the tome.
Then MC can. Let's go, MC! When the thought forms in my mind, the flame in the alcove suddenly surges and trembles. Raphael seems to sense what I'm about to do.
No. Using the tome's power can only... with the temple.
I can sense it. With just a single page, part of Raphael has already become one with the sea god's temple. Indistinguishable, inseparable, even his heart beats with the flame's rhythm. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Try again.
As the flames rise to greater heights, colors fade from the scales on Raphael's neck. Oh my gosh. Like ash left behind by fire, it's slowly being devoured from the tip. The beautiful hues vanish as quickly as the most brilliant fireworks. Wanting to stop it, I rush forward, but I can only helplessly watch them fade. His tail turns ashen and lifeless in the blink of an eye. Oh my gosh, do something! We can't wait anymore. What did Raphael do back then? A pain rises in my fingertips with that memory. I clench my fist and invoke our covenant. Let's go, MC! The dagger materializes in response to the summons. I take it from Raphael's hand and press it into our hands. Our blood merges and the warm fluid falls from our clasped hands. It lands on the altar. I close my eyes and let light and sound sink into the sea. In the distant waters belonging to Lincoln City's southeastern region, the sea churns without the wind. Terrifying, giant waves rise. In the center of an almost abandoned private island, red lights flicker in the sapphire-like blue hole. Then, they quickly vanish into the depths. In some overlooked coastal mudflats, shorelines, and even in the middle of oceans, seawater bubbles like boiling foam. They surge and subside. Every body of seawater on this planet, every single drop, shares one mission. Oh, y'all, I'm so stressed. The waves must rise, gentle waves, furious waves, waves powerful enough to shatter everything. Y'all, if something happens to Raphael... They surge from the sea's surface and the ocean's depths. They rush in the same direction. Flames emerge from the blood. Beginning as small, warm embers, they spread out with great speed. The temple is engulfed in a fiery vortex. The colonnades and stone sculptures transform into ghostly silhouettes. The seawater loses its natural hue and evaporates into mist, before being infused with countless golden runes. I sense violent tremors in the distance. Suppressed power splits mountains and levels the seabed. They traverse thousands upon thousands of miles, tearing through countless space-time rifts. They surge to the water above the temple. They flow toward their sea god. Oh my god. Raphael! His grip on my hand tightens. I can feel him tremble as that immense power flows into his body. Y'all, I'm so scared! I'm so scared! I'm so scared! I'm so scared! The power in his palm is no longer a calm sea. It now screeches like thunder. It roars as it engulfs everything in its path. Meanwhile, the fire in the alcove insatiably devours the sea god's divine power. Raphael sways slightly, relying on his pale, deteriorating tail for support. This power is sufficient to move Whalefall City, yet the owner of this power has merged with the sea god's temple. I strain to stand on my tiptoes, and I hold his hand. The sensation in my palm grows increasingly faint. It's akin to dissolving sea foam. My hand passes through Raphael's fingertips several times. Yet his last remaining connection only makes Raphael hold on to me more tightly.
Go.
You can't keep pushing yourself. If this continues, you'll be completely drained. Oh, we need to do something.
Did you forget?
MC.
The sea god can't die.
But even gods can fall. You can't. Oh my gosh. Trembling fingers brush against my eyelashes. I never knew tears could quickly cool underwater.
You're letting me go just like that? Didn't you make a promise to never leave me alone? You already changed your mind?
We have a covenant between us. If I call for you again, maybe you'll... I want to finish this lie, but it's as if something is choking me. All I can do is look into Raphael's eyes.
If you want me to leave, then come with me.
Flaming Raphael's palm dims as the sea god is about to return to his temple.
Just kidding. How could a sea god ever make a wish to his follower?
I suppressed the trembling in my arm and pressed my hand against his chest. Under my palm is his heart. It responds to me without any barriers. I can command him to do anything. I feel as though a blade is slicing my throat when I force myself to speak. It does! I almost want to believe that talking more slowly could give us a little more time. Raphael, you and Whalefall City must... You must leave. Y'all, this can't be! What does this mean? Does it mean... No, don't think about it, don't think about it. Or else I'm just gonna cry and I won't be able to continue. Oh my gosh, this was way tougher than I expected. Powerful forces threatening to tear everything apart make peace return. Massive waves subside and the boiling sea grows still. The final strand of golden light wraps itself around Raphael's fingers as roaring seawater recedes into the abyss. He bends down to embrace me. He can no longer defy fate.
On an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless, normal day. If you want to see me again, you'll have to wait a very, very long time.
I'll wait as long as it takes. With great effort, I hug him and look over his shoulder, one last time at the dancing firelight in the wall's niche. Raphael, you don't have a whale-ash lamp. Take our covenant with you on your journey. What matters is that you stay safe. How long will you be gone?
It's hard to say. Maybe it'll be a year or two, a century or more. Perhaps even longer than that. Don't worry. Even after I'm gone, you and Ramira will survive. This is a god's promise to you.
The gloomy ocean floor has lost its only source of light. A barren seabed filled with swirling sand and sediment remains. The invaders' submersibles have nowhere to go. They're suspended in the empty vastness of the deep sea. The prize they had devoted everything to plundering has vanished into the cracks of space-time forever. Not a single word remains, no traces are left. It's as if the entire city was a magnificent...
The sea god's wish. It hasn't changed, and it will never change.
I open my mouth, but my words and thoughts transform into silvery white foam and drift away with the ocean currents toward an invisible horizon. Oh my god, no! Not again. I need a break. I need a break. Well, let's continue. I really needed that break, let me just tell you. I needed at least 40 minutes. Melodious flute music and whale songs urge me to regain consciousness as I struggle to wake up from a darkness that's as deep as the ocean. The melody! Not again. The harsh sunlight stings my eyes. It's impossible to open them. Waves gently lap against my back when I realize I'm lying on the beach. I don't feel any pain, so I probably haven't been injured. I recall the sudden shift in the current before I was about to drown. Raphael. Raphael, he changed the tides as he left and brought me to the shore. The tremors from resonating too many times still course through my veins. Pain explodes in my chest and spreads to my fingertips. Memories of my farewell with Raphael play chaotically in my mind. It's like the scenes from a movie have been cut into pieces and haphazardly reassembled. It's hard. I cough up a mouthful of seawater and struggle to push myself up, but I repeatedly fall back into the waves. The seawater has reached my mouth and nose. The tide is coming in. If I stay here any longer, I might drown. I forcibly push aside these churning emotions and try to forget those persistent images from my mind. I need to find a safe place first. I can't fall here. I struggle to my feet, again and again, only to fall back into the waves. Accompanied by shouts, the sound of several footsteps reaches the beach. Help me. When I wake up again, I'm told that the old butler rescued me. While my body has no serious injuries, I'm still weak and need to quietly recover. The Gaia biotech researchers withdraw from Wavechaser Island. Their massive vessels leave the harbor as if they were never there. With the departure of Whalefall City, the Lemurians on Wavechaser Island fall into a prolonged state of melancholy. During my recovery, many Lemurians visit me and cautiously inquire about Raphael's whereabouts. I desperately try to remember, but whenever I approach the door locking away my memories, a sharp pain stabs my mind. It grows more intense no matter what I do. Eventually, my brain does its best to defend me. It wraps chains around the door and seals it to ensure I can never push it open again. I have no choice but to give up. Wearing a blank expression, I gently deflect their questions by explaining that I need to rest. The magnetic field anomaly on Wave Chaser Island is gone, and I focus on resting to the point of being almost obsessed. I make a full recovery in record time to secure my discharge papers. On the day of my discharge, a nurse enters my hospital room for a morning checkup. I close my eyes in response to daylight flooding in. The figure of a nurse appears and approaches me with a forehead thermometer. Oh, the music switched. I'm being discharged at noon today. Do you still need to take my temperature?
This is the last checkup. Please cooperate with us.
MC, will you remember her? Although her tone and enunciation are convincing, I still sense that she's not the nurse who's been taking care of me. Good girl. This voice, I've heard it somewhere before. Then I realize why it sounds familiar. I've seen her before. She quickly appears in my memories.
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful state. Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
It's you. Seeing my calm reaction and no signs of any potential counterattack, the nurse stops 2 steps away from my bedside.
Aren't you afraid I might do something?
She takes off the nurse's cap and lets her wild curly hair cascade. She seems nonchalant, but her gaze remains vigilant. If you want to kill me, you would have done it while I was unconscious. Why did you choose the day when I'd be discharged from the hospital? The mysterious woman is momentarily stunned, her shoulders drooping as her eyes reveal a sense of defeat.
You're spoiling the fun. My meticulously crafted script isn't entertaining anymore.
I don't care about you. I want to go back to Rafayel. Where is he? I hold out my hand and beckon her to come closer. I need to read the script first before I decide whether or not I want to accept a role. Y'all, I don't care about none of this. I want Rafayel back. The mysterious woman's slight smile appears as she approaches my hospital bed. Her fingers brush against my wrist. My hunter's watch activates and projects a faintly glowing hologram. She taps the screen and brings up a map. Coordinates are embedded into the map and pulsate on the screen. The mysterious woman turns off the hunter's watch. I couldn't care less about you right now! I want my man! What was that?
A treasure that can only be unlocked with a key. You're strong enough to withstand these unknowns. Everything you want to know is there. Your actual nurse will be here soon. Remember to tell her your temperature.
She picks up the forehead thermometer, presses it against my forehead and pushes the button.
36.5 degrees. Good luck with your discharge.
Wasn't it 0.4 when Xavier did it in his Bond story? Or was it 2? She adjusts her nurse's cap, walks to the door, and slides it open. My stay at the hospital ends. After returning to Lincoln City, work has almost numbed every cell in my body. But I don't dare to stop. I'm afraid that in the middle of the night, those scenes branded into my memory will find me and tear my consciousness into fragments. When the long passage of time softens that pain, I found the courage to look at the southeastern waters when passing along the coast. Y'all, I'm gonna have to play a happy card after this. A part of me seems to have vanished with Raphael. This emptiness has forced me to float aimlessly. Every word he spoke during our farewell, those fleeting expressions burst through the floodgates of my memory. They replay endlessly in my mind. One day, I realized I should have asked him if his seagulls need to be fed. Even though they might never see Raphael return. After nearly a month of living in a daze, I finally opened the door to Mo Art Studio. Raphael's unfinished paintings need to be moved to a storage room, where temperatures and humidity are precisely controlled. Thomas can't do it by himself. I volunteered to help him organize, and we worked together to move them around. I'm okay. The number of Raphael's unfinished paintings is staggering. We spent 3 hours organizing before finally storing the canvases. I didn't realize he had so many sketches.
Artists driven by inspiration are like that. They'll make a few brushstrokes when it strikes, and continue when they're in the mood.
Thomas hurriedly glances at his watch.
It's getting late. I need to head home, but please contact me if you hear anything from Raphael.
I can't bring myself to look at him. Yesterday I lied to Thomas and said Raphael wanted to isolate himself on an island for a creative retreat. He won't be in Lincoln for a while. One lie needs another to keep it whole, yet the countdown to this ordeal's end is nowhere to be found. I'll call him every day until he can't take it anymore. Then he'll probably come back.
He has several exhibitions coming up. I hope he can make it back in time.
Yeah, same.
I'll head out now. You should go home.
Alright. After Thomas leaves, I can't bring myself to go. I remain seated in the middle of the studio for a long time. I stare at the massive unfinished painting on the wall. The sea breeze gently stirs the gauze curtains. I remember when I first met Raphael. He was working on this painting. Back then, it only had a single layer of color, but most of it is already done. My memories take on the bluish-violet hues of the painting. The soft whispers of brushstrokes against a canvas resound in my ears. Raphael was perched on a tall ladder and applying each brushstroke with deliberate care. Although his progress was slow, his attention to detail was extraordinary. He worked on each brushstroke with an intense focus. He seemed to forget himself, and he didn't even notice me standing behind him. I wonder what this painting will look like when it's finished. No one can give me an answer. Desolate moonlight shines on me, and my lonely shadow has nowhere to hide. I know I'm only deceiving myself, no matter how long I stay here. Raphael isn't going to appear. I brought this upon myself. Before leaving, I take one last look at the empty studio and whisper to someone who isn't there. Goodbye. Y'all, can this get more depressing? Like, colorful lanterns light up the market near White Sand Bay. Taking a shortcut, I pass through the busiest street. On the beach next to it, students are playing with sparklers. They glitter against the night sky, and I occasionally hear bursts of clear laughter. Pedestrians pass by me and share steaming hot street food. The spicy, savory aromas fill the entire area. And we just here, alone, without Raphael. Dazed, I walk through it all. The scenes come in and out of focus.
I still want to catch that red fish.
Red fish, ready!
I want some ice cream.
Two children move past me, and I stop in my tracks. There's a familiar fish scooping stall before my very eyes. The first time we met Raphael, my mind slowly begins to function again. I've been here before. The sign still displays those familiar words. In the Sea of Lemuria, to save the final flammula. Oh my gosh. I look at the small pool where a brightly colored flammula is slowly swimming along the edge.
Unfortunate. This species of fish can only survive for a week on land.
Touch my eye. Move closer to the pool, squat down and watch the flammula. Since you're also from the sea, I pay the vendor for a fishing net and position myself along the flammula's swimming route. Aim, dip, scoop, and fail. The flammula that was leisurely swimming suddenly launches itself, as if it were doing a 100-meter sprint. It zigzags through the water to avoid my net. Why are you so fast? How did he catch it back then? I try to remember Raphael's technique from that time. When the flammula swims into a corner, I use the narrow space to my advantage. I block its path with the net and scoop it up in one swift motion. It works. I catch the proud flammula while it's showing off in the pool. Haha, Raphael, look, I did it. I turn, but no one's there. I can only look at the unobstructed path along the street that leads to the coast. This sucks. The bustling crowd comes and goes, but he won't appear again. No one will show me how to catch fish or tell me what the red fish is called. I look at the small fish in my net. Its breathing is shallow, and its stomach rises and falls as it struggles to stay alive.
The fish is gonna slip away, you know.
Startled, I turn around again and look toward the source of the voice. Are we hearing things? Are we seeing things? With his arms crossed, Raphael stands behind me. It's just like when we first met. Wait! Wait! Pinch me! Is this real? Yeah! We're so bad that we're hallucinating. Memory and reality combine to form a complete picture. He's even wearing the same... It's as if nothing had ever happened. Yes, it's as if I didn't force him to leave. It's like he's never been away from me. Girl, now you're seeing things! Don't do this to me! My grip on the net loosens, and the flammula uses this chance to jump and dive toward the pool. I frantically reach for it, but Raphael is faster. He gently cups the small fish in his hands. Is it really?
That was close. It's pretty silly for trying to return to its cage.
I don't believe it! The vendor hands over a container. Raphael carefully places the flammula into the water before tenderly touching the fish's forehead. The fish gracefully sways its tail to create a string of water droplets. It's livelier compared to when it was in the pool.
Should I take this one home too? I wonder if Reddy needs a new friend. Or I could just return it to the sea.
What is happening? Yes! Touch? Is he... Are we dreaming? My ice-cold fingertips take longer than usual to register the warmth from his skin. Oh my gosh, please tell me it is not a dream. No one is playing any dirty tricks on us right now, right? Are you really Raphael? Yo, can I believe this?
Yeah, the real deal. If you don't believe me, you can pinch me to make sure.
Don't mind if I do. Come on. Without any hesitation, I pinch his cheek with all my might. Whoa! Okay, yeah, but we're worried.
Ow. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Well, duh. Who else would it be? But I guess it's understandable. After being separated for 5,000 years, it's only natural for you to forget me.
What is what I also wanted to say? My brain is overloaded with emotion, so I can't distinguish fact from fiction. I'm willing to believe whatever Raphael says. Exactly.
Please don't actually believe that. Anyway, I was just trying to lighten the mood. So, did I get a chuckle out of you? That's what you get for sending me away against my will. This payback isn't too harsh, yeah?
It's perfect. I shake my head, my body unconsciously falling forward. Raphael moves faster than me. He takes a step to catch me in his arms. I lean against his shoulder and feel tears threatening to fall from my eyes. They slightly sting. It's a little mean, but since you're not old or a 5,000-year-old fish, I let it slide.
You were worried about that, huh?
Never. Raphael gently pats my back and uses careful restraint to soothe me. Y'all, I was so worried. So worried we would have to wait for another main story update. He rests his chin on my shoulder and leans toward my ear.
Don't you have something else to say to me?
I freaking love you! And also welcome back! I tighten my grip as the joy of having him back in my life overflows in my heart. Welcome back, Raphael. White Sand Bay's sea breeze is gentle. It blows away the dust that has settled on my heart. The fragmented longing I've felt since our separation finally surges forth and washes over the man who's real, tangible, and standing before me. By the way, I fed the seagulls at your beach. but I couldn't find the cookies we used last time. They didn't eat a lot.
Oh? They get picky when I'm not around. I'll have to scold them once I'm home.
Also, I organized your paintings with Thomas. We couldn't tell which ones were pieces you planned to keep working on, so we stored everything.
Yeah. I'll go through them again for the next exhibition.
And heartbeats and waves intermingle as he tightens his arms around me. I'm almost enveloped in his embrace.
Enough. If we keep talking, I'm actually gonna be emotional. You were the one who told me to leave, but for some reason, it feels like I was the one who abandoned you.
Dusk gradually darkens as the tide recedes. Suddenly, a restless sea breeze sweeps across the shore. Well, let me say one last thing.
It better be the last thing, cutie.
You haven't gone to Wave Chaser Island yet, right? Everyone is worried about you. The old butler is staying there to look after them.
All right. I'll put everyone's minds at ease. And resolve some issues while I'm at it.
Seemingly sensing my unease's return, he gently takes my hand to convey a silent reassurance through the calm sea air. I'm so happy. Never ever leave again. Fading sunlight sinks into the waves, and only the tide's refrain repeats. Rain cascades onto the city. The night scenery is transformed into a palette of neon colors. Y'all, I don't care about whatever happens now. Only the fact that Raphael came back, and this better not be a joke. The square is nearly void of pedestrians, only hunters wearing uniforms, busy coordinating their movements. Only one magnetic field anomaly remains. It's expected to be cleared tonight. Then the city will return to normal. But just as everything is about to be wrapped up, the magnetic field that had dissipated reappeared in a more hidden crevice, and it starts to expand once again. Y'all, I don't care about nothing. I care about Raphael being back. And this better not have been some kind of hallucination or dream. I need a break. I need water. I need to check on my cat, and then I'll be back. Let's continue with the countdown. No one better take away my Pookie because y'all are going down. The elevator doors open once again. Gaia stares at the man who arrived a moment too late. Lucius gives her a polite yet distant nod of acknowledgement before stepping into the elevator. Instantly, the space feels claustrophobic. What are they gonna discuss?
Was the meeting announced on short notice because the Fountain of Ate reached a breakthrough?
An actual worthwhile discussion would be how Gaia Biotech used massive resources without even a trace of Whalefall City to make up for it.
Don't blame me for what those opportunists did.
Gaia stares at the numbers flashing overhead and makes no effort to hide the satisfaction in her eyes. Y'all, I hate ever! Except Caleb.
So long as it helps her awaken faster, I'm willing to let anyone become her side dish.
Lucius narrows his eyes. He'll try extracting one final piece of information. Why
You've
was she taking
encountered
her temperature?
A lost child needs a little bit of guidance to find the right path. Otherwise, I'm afraid the price you'll pay, Professor Lucius, will be greater than just the Fountain of Atay.
Her final words still hang in the air as the elevator doors open. With no response from Lucius, Kalaya's enthusiasm decreases. She didn't sound very enthusiastic, to be honest. When she finally turned to see the laboratory before her, she belatedly mutters a curse under her breath. I just want to go back to Raphael. Take me back to Raphael! I don't care about these people!
Put away your pointless enthusiasm, Kalaya. The time to guide her is already gone.
Electronic displays diffuse and interweave throughout the space. Meanwhile, figures, both virtual and real, have already taken their positions. Only 2 empty spots remain. The old man in the center appears to have left his hospital room. Behind him is a screen that's significantly larger than the control console.
Regardless of the cost, we must make her return immediately.
Aren't we being too hasty? Everyone present is clearly...
She walks toward the flickering inorganic screen. Her slender fingers tap on several silent figures.
Unprepared.
Time is running out. The grand eradication is almost upon us.
Everything is silent as if those words stole the voices of the people in the room. Time passes, then Lucius is the first to break the silence.
Already? According to the latest decryption of the signals from deep space, I thought we'd at least need...
Yes, the hunters have resolved most of the magnetic field anomalies. However, those are merely the planet's last desperate gasp for survival. The rules cannot be reversed. As for the signals, we've never been able to decode the most crucial section. It led to our incorrect estimation of how much time we had.
On the holographic screen, the floating magnetic field collapses, deconstructs, and reconfigures. It's like a jigsaw puzzle missing countless pieces.
After a brief cessation, the magnetic field anomalies will converge and burst again. This confirms the warning in the signals. The grand eradication is here.
Y'all are gonna get eradicated.
Oh my. What are we going to do? I still haven't witnessed the full extent of her power. If I die without knowing the truth, I'll have regrets.
Then make yourself useful and contribute something better than your own self-interest.
That sounds like all of you guys. Self-interest.
Professor, you don't need to be so riled up. I just wanted to...
Enough. Save your bickering for later. Once we've emerged as the victors, you'll have all the time in the world to argue.
Stanley sounds like a young guy trying to sound like an old dude.
We can't wait any longer. There's no more time. This is our only chance.
Y'all, I can't just think about Raphael. Despite being shrouded in night, the town remains lively. On an observation deck facing the street, several people sit outside the range of the streetlights. Where's Raphael? I don't care about this. Careful not to draw any attention. They speak in hushed tones. Xavier stands with his hands in his pockets and listens quietly. The third protocol is specifically designed for extreme situations. When activated, every backtracker must be informed. When activated. It doesn't matter if they're part of the procedure or still willing to honor their oath. It's simply a matter of giving a warning. A few raised inflections betrayed the hidden anxiety that one of the backtrackers can't suppress. Xavier doesn't rush them. Stars awaken in the night sky, only to be quickly revealed by drifting clouds. In a daze, he thinks he hears that night's oath again. He turns to seek the gaze, which is always by his side. Yet he only sees the road he once walked. The night's darkness has swallowed it whole. The mindless monster remains frozen. The street lamp's light shines through the hole in his chest, where black ice shards have pierced it. Zane? Zane adjusts his gloves. When he takes a step, he raises his hand. Nice to see his name as well. The light bursting from his palm strikes the twisted figure lunging at him from the darkness. As the last trace of metaflux dissipates, Zane flexes his fingers. This world's errors are increasing exponentially. He can no longer predict when the rules will begin to collapse. The wind rustles the leaves, and he reaches to tighten his scarf, but he finds nothing around his neck. A hazy instance of disorientation seizes his consciousness. It's seemingly urging him toward a brightly lit area in the distance. But an energy disturbance pulls him back to reality. The dark figure lingers for only a second before turning and vanishing into the night. The ocean reflects fractured images of the moon. With no wind tonight, the weather should have been perfect. Yet, in the deep sea, thousands of marine creatures hang suspended upside down. They're dead. According to the old butler, this has been happening in multiple regions over the past few days. The Grand Eradication? There are no signs of human interference, nor is it a natural disaster. It's more like an indiscriminate extinction from a higher plane of existence. The ultimate enemy? Raphael closes his eyes to dispel the fatigue from his hasty journey to Wave Chaser Island. So nice seeing his name. Raphael. He seems to hear the ancient prophecies echoing from the tome of the sea god again. The mark beneath his collarbone faintly burns as Raphael turns to look into the distance. At the horizon, the sea and sky blend into one. A storm is slowly brewing. The Zoyan hunt's after effects should have lingered for a longer period in this chaotic darkness. Now Silas? But the vermin on the streets have been unusually on edge since then. A poison called danger has seeped into the air. Even the unusually perceptive inhabitants here can't identify its source. The only one who might know is perhaps Silas. The violent disturbance passes unimpeded through the deep space tunnel. It oscillates and jumps within his right eye. The source, lurking and interfering, is at the other end of that tunnel. Dealing with it will likely be troublesome. Silas contemplates whether this fragile celestial body can still withstand such consequences. Pain seeping and corroding one's bones might not drive one to madness, but it's certainly unpleasant. The Far Space Fleet ship speeds through a field of micrometeoroids and casts chaotic blurry images of cosmic dust and planetary fragments across the holographic screen. The control console flashes with a dark blue light. A check of the spaceship's condition has been initiated. Passing through the field of micrometeoroids has caused the vessel to sustain 6 impacts. Surface abrasions detected, but the structure remains undamaged. Caleb looks away and spreads his fingers to rotate the holographic star map. To evade a magnetic field storm, the vessel entered an uncharted route and unexpectedly discovered a new part of the deep space tunnel. Oh? HQ has carefully reminded him that no contingency protocols were prepared for this region. Red signal fluctuations dance across the screen as the Colonel cuts off the comms channel with HQ. He presses activate without any hesitation. Of course he does. Please be careful, Caleb. I love you. The vessel's pause ends and heads into the deep space tunnel's unknown depths. Can you please tell MC about this? Please don't go off on your own like this. I don't like it. Y'all, these guys, all they do is worry us. All they do is worry us. Ugh. This brilliant celestial body provides humanity with its most generous cradle. However, it has never once promised eternity. We read that. Billions of years are carved into its pulsating body to allow the most brilliant civilization in the universe to rise. And now grandeur and destruction are equally fleeting. Civilization in the universe to rise. A new one or an old one? It turns toward the next section without any sentiment. Carrying countless scars, it shall meet an absolute destruction or a brilliant rebirth. Sounds like has to do with you, MC. And now we have the challenges. I'm guessing that this might be the end. If it's not the end after these challenges, I'll just continue on with this video. But if it's not, this is gonna be the end. And oh my gosh, how freaking depressed can this game make you? Like, I for sure, I thought that, okay, we're not gonna get Rafayel back until his next main story updates. I was about to lose it. I was already like, how am I gonna continue this? How am I gonna continue? That was tough. That was tough. How did all of you feel with this? I'm guessing you all were also in shambles. Oh my goodness. Infold. Thank you for bringing him back. Oh. Now I need to... Well, since it ended on a happier note, I feel like, okay, I don't need to play a happy card now, but I'm still gonna play the spring card. And also, I want the cat butler cards. Infold, rerun when? Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.